what we're trying to do is rebuild the water management system up here, and it's going to benefit the lake and birds and fish, but it's also going to benefit people. It's going to benefit the farmers in the Lake Okeechobee surface area who need the irrigation water. The reality of it is it's going to take us a few decades to rebuild all this infrastructure into something that's better.
Here in the Kissimmee Basin, this is the heart of Florida ranch country. Natural prairies throughout the Kissimmee River Valley have been really important to Florida's cattle industry ever since it began in the early 1800s.
There's all kind of Florida ranchers, because there's some of them that just bought an investment land and he's running cattle on it. And then there's the rancher, the pioneer ranchers that's been in it from generation to generation, and they have a love for the land, and they care for the wildlife. They want to do the cow part right. We have a history of ranching in Florida. That's really all I know how to do. I don't know if I'd had other opportunities, if I'd have chosen something else to do or not. I guess if I had to do it over again, I'd probably go do the same thing. I enjoy the land. I enjoy the wildlife. I enjoy cattle.
Working farmers and working ranchers, they're often very fine naturalists in their own right, often very curious about what's happening on their own, really interested in some of this natural history type of or pure ecology. So I think a lot of what we've done is we've been able to tell as scientists these wonderful ecological stories about what is happening on farms and ranches from a science perspective.
There was a fallacy. And the fallacy was that improved pasture requires fertilization. At that time, fertilizer, basic fertilizer, was relatively inexpensive compared to the profit margin on cattle. The native pastures, the pastures that were there with native grasses, the marshes, the marsh grasses, needed no fertilizer and produced a magnificent food for cattle. So we learned expensively that nature's way was the best way. There's this great opportunity to acquire thousands of acres of some of the finest land in Florida. Keep it in private management. Keep it in private ownership. And if the sons want to sell out, there'll be another family that will accept the responsibility who wants to live that lifestyle forever.